So now we're going to continue from here. We already have the prompts, the 15 prompts here to animate the 15 images, right? And like I said, the prompts are too long. They are too long. A lot of AI video app interfaces, it just cut it from the center, from the middle. You get, so it won't really get what we want. Here is describing the woman. She's a young Nigerian woman waking up. We don't need all those ones because we are uploading a picture, so the AI can see the picture. We don't need to describe the picture, what is in the picture. What we should describe is what would now happen now, because the AI can see the picture. So what should happen? We describe the action. Not she's a young beautiful Nigerian woman, she's waking up, she's light skinned, she's dark skinned, she's this and that. We don't need all of those things. Even in Meckury AI, the AI can see the picture by itself. And even if you type she wakes up in the morning, the AI would refine the prompt before sending it to the video AI. Right? So that is how it happens. Like I always tell us, the app is an interface that collects your data. It will collect your data and it will structure your data and now send it to the model. Okay, so when you now type your prompt, the AI would look at the prompt and look at the image and now package the prompt very well. To refine it very well, right? That is why on the interface of Meckury AI, we have where we call prompt refinement. We have if you go to your settings, you'll see AI prompt refinement. If it's on or off, when you turn it on, that means the AI inside Meckury AI will refine your prompt when you send it. If you turn it off, it will just take it like that as it is and send it to the model to start creating, right? So these prompts are too long, so I want to shorten them. So I'm just gonna tell the AI that, tell ChatGPT that the prompts are too long. They even focus on describing. This is unnecessary. So alright, so the prompts are too long. They even focus on describing the image. This is unnecessary and redundant. So as the video model, this is necessary and redundant as the video model can see the image. So our prompts should focus on actions alone. What happens to the character in the uploaded image, then camera movements where necessary, because some shots the camera can be moving small, moving from left to right to make it cinematic. You get, and then some shots the camera can just stay stagnant or stay static, right? So cinematic, right? So that's that. I just want to the prompt should just tell us what the person now does now and how the camera moves to capture that moment. Nothing again, nothing else. Not she has hair, she does not have hair. We don't want all those ones. All right, so that's that. All right, so that's that. I think these ones are actually enough. These ones are enough. So the AI and in the Meckury AI will now look at the picture, look at the prompt, and refactor it, make it more perfect, then send to the video model. So all right. So I'm Now I have my short prompts for animating the images. So I will just have to copy the first one. This is when she wakes up, right? When she wakes up. So I'm gonna copy it and go to Meckury AI. Copy. I go to Meckury AI and I'm gonna start here. This is the create page where we create. I want to create a video, so I'll go to create video. So I'll wait for the models to load. Okay, so I'm gonna use this model here, the last one here, Meckury I2V Max, and it only allows start frame, so no end frame support. I'm going to upload the prompt and I will look for the picture. I think it is when she wakes up, should be this one. So the aspect ratio is 9:16. I can take 5 seconds. Can take 5 seconds and then I will generate. So it does fire and forget. It will just process it, then push it to the model to start generating. And while at that, I can actually start creating the second one to save my time. Alright, so it's here. Let me verify that it's actually generating. Okay, so it's here. It's generating, processing 22% now. So I can go to do the next one. Yeah, but since I'm actually using group subscription, like the normal render window, daily, weekly, and monthly subscription, or even cohort subscription, I'm not allowed to generate another one while this one is still ongoing. Okay, it's done. That was actually fast. So let's see what happens. Let's see what it gave us. Network is bad here, but that was actually quite fast. So let me just copy the second one while that's loading. The second one is when she opens her eyes, right? She opens her eyes, but in the image, her eyes are actually open. Her eyes are open. So I'm going to revert it. Since the eyes are open, I cannot say she opens her eyes again. You understand? So this is where you have to actually, read your prompt sometimes, look at your images sometimes. So since the eyes are already open, I'll just revert it. I'll say she closes her eyes. So when I'm editing, I can now go backwards. I don't know if it's confusing, but my own case is different, right? So everyone's own will be different too. I will just say she'll close the eyes. So when I'm actually editing it, I can now, eyes slowly close. Natural blink. Gentle smile forms. Gentle smile fades. Let me do it this way. I'm going opposite. So that when I'm editing now, reverse the video, right? Oh, okay. It's actually complicated. Let me use the prompt like that. Whatever AI gives us, we will, doing editing, we'll edit it. I'm going to go back to my model here, and let me take 10 seconds. So I will have enough to cut. All right, let's see if the first one is actually let's see if the first one is actually going to play now. So let's see. The first one. Okay, that's not bad. So when the second one is done, we'll also see it. So let's copy the third prompt. She's kneeling to pray. Okay, so I think I know this image. Copy. I'll come back here, create video. Model is still loading. Let me just upload the picture while it's still loading. She kneels down to pray. All right, change model. I'm going to do 5 seconds here. I'm not allowed to generate. As you can see, the generate button is actually not working because I'm still generating the other one. So when that one is done, the generate button will open. Right, so that's that. Okay, I think it's done. So I can now generate. So I'll copy the next one, the fourth one. So as you can see, the video side is actually very easy. Where the work is planning your project and then editing your project at the end. After generating the clips, you have to go to CapCut and edit it. That's where the work is, editing and planning. So if it's for creating the images, if you already plan it, you really have issues there. And then if it's for generating the videos, you already have your images, you already have your prompt. So you just go with whatever AI gives you, depending on the model you are using. If you don't like what it gives you, you can do it again. You can do it again and again. You can change your prompt, refactor your prompt, edit one or two things just to get it perfectly. But I just want you guys to understand that it is you're the one doing it. Whatever you give AI is what AI will do. Right? Yeah, AI makes mistakes sometimes, which is why you have to cross-check. You don't just follow it like a puppet. Anything it tells you, just be doing. No, you're the one in charge. You actually decide what you want. If you're making a content like this and you want only eight pictures, you decide. Maybe AI can be giving you 20 pictures and you're confused. No, decide. If you want 15 pictures, you decide. If you want 100 pictures, you decide. It's you in charge. Right? It's you creating what you want to create. You're the one that has the imagination. You came to it with the imagination. So you create it. Right? So I think that one is already done. So we have image 4. Okay, it's still pushing. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, we have this one is still loading. So network, this one is still creating. So we just have to wait for that one to finish before we can now push another one. Right, so but while we are waiting, I can still pile it up here. Prompt 4, which is okay, extreme pushing. No, this is prompt 4. Okay, gratitude. Okay, that's the one that she's praying, but it is closer. Right, so I'm going to upload it, which is this one. She's praying, or it's closer. Right, I will choose my model here, and then I will generate. Okay, the fifth one. Sorry, let me even paste the prompt and see what's there. The fifth one is she scoops water, flashes her face. All right, I think I have the image here, which is this one. I can do 9 seconds for this one. So I go to pick the 6th prompt, applies moisturizer and all of that. So wait for it. I'll just have to wait for it to fire, and once it fires I can start preparing. All right, can start preparing the next one. She applies moisturizer. Where does she do that? Where does she do that? Okay, here it is. All right. So the other one is still going, so we cannot fire again. Let me make it 10 seconds so I can have more stuff to cut with. After all, it's free. It just takes more time to create, but yeah, let me make it 10 seconds. Still our aspect ratio 9:16. So while we wait for that one, I can go and copy the next prompt, which is image 7, I guess, wardrobe selection. All right. All right, send this one. Whoa. All right, wardrobe selection. I think I know it. Where is it? Here. All right. In this picture, she already has the outfit. She already has the outfit. Yeah, but let me give it 15 seconds so it will give it more things to create. So during the editing period, I can now cut the best parts. That based on my narrative, right? I'll cut the best parts because in the image she has already chosen one. We can see that one there. She has already selected it, but the prompt says hand glides across hanging clothes. So, but let's see how the model can handle it, and we're giving it 15 seconds to work on it, so we can have a lot of things to work on or to cut from. So we'll go there. The next one, image 8, outfit review. She chooses her clothes, dress slightly left, turn slightly left and right. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna copy this one. Lift her chin confidently, smiles at her reflection. Slow cinematic orbit. Right. I'm gonna copy this one and wait for this one to fire. If I can now paste and upload the image here. So as you can see, it's actually straightforward. Once you have your prompt for animation and you have your images, you're good to go. That's the fun part of the whole stuff. That's the fun part. Just that video credits are actually cost a lot, but that's why we have this render window. And apart from this group render window, whenever you want to create, anytime you want to create, you can actually book a session. So I call this app now, I call it Meckury AI Studio. So you book a session, choose the model you want to use for your session, and you make your payment, and then we'll make your model available. You use it as you like within that period, right? So I think that should work for us, and that should help us. Okay, here is it. So that's that. So let me just talk more on that. If you want to use the model, any model, we have this one, this text, image to video. We also have start to end frame. There are different models. We have lip sync, and we'll get to all those ones when we do more of our classes. When we have more of our classes, we'll get to those ones. All right. So today we are doing just simple image to video. So by the time we do start to end frame and we do motion transfer, we also do the what we call lip sync. You will be able to see how those models work and what they do. So when you want to book your own session, I'll do 10 seconds. When you want to book your own session, you know the model you want to use, you pay for it and you use it as you like. No credits involved. You just pay for your time and use it as you like. So that comes in handy when you have a project to work on. So you prepare your images before your session, right? You prepare your images, whether you have 20 images, 50 images, you just prepare them before the session. You book your session, you book it like 2 hours ahead, so it will give us time to set up the model for you. Then when you now come online to create, you just create and you download your content, right? Download your contents, and then you now go to edit it on CapCut or DaVinci or Premiere Pro, whatever works for you. Jewelries, okay. Jewelries. I'm gonna do 9 seconds for this one. So apart from booking a session to use your model, and we also have the smaller packages like the daily window access. That one is that you're not booking any session, but whenever a session is active, you have access to it. Sometimes we as a group, as a team, we can be like, okay, let's unlock a model, we use it for 3 hours together as a group. You have access to those kind of windows. And then like even as a cohort like this, we actually have access to the models as a cohort. I believe most of us watching this video, some of us, we joined the class yesterday, and for us to be able to access the model, we actually made some payment. That's more like a group payment for us to access the models together, right? So these are the different kinds of subscriptions we have for our premium models. Either you pay individually as a person, to have access to the models when they are available, although we'll announce when they'll be available, so you can plan yourself. For now, because we don't really have so much users. When we have many users, it's going to be available 24/7. But for now, we don't have users like that. We're just trying to to plan, how we go about it. Yeah, so either you pay for your daily window, or weekly, or the one we call weekend. These are different packages. Or if you cannot wait for when the models are available, you want to actually pay and use the model, on your own terms, then you go for private booking, and we'll still make it available for you. All right, so we are at image 10, breakfast. Right, so it's breakfast. I know the picture is this one, and yeah, wait for that. So I'm not really going to watch the videos and verify and all of that, because I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm going to get, and even if it's not perfect, I know how to cut it and use the best parts, right? So I'm not really going to go about watching the videos and doing all of those. So that's that. I think I used the wrong aspect ratio here. I used the wrong aspect ratio, and I think it's from the image. All the images I got from ChatGPT, not all of them are actually 9:16 aspect ratio, and that's one thing we actually have to look out for. Some of them were like almost 9:16, but not 9:16. So when you bring it into CapCut, it won't fit in with others. So you either have to zoom it for it to now fit into the 9:16 space. Yeah, but we'll see that when we get to CapCut. I'm going to deliberately use those ones like that. So when we get to CapCut, we will see how I handle such inconsistencies.